Hello everyone, welcome to the virtual BC Asia. I'm Stephen from Sony Hong Kong, the product marketing manager of Professional Camcorder. So today we are going to talk about one of the key ENG handy camcorder, PXW-Z280. So talking about the professional camcorder, Sony definitely is one of the key manufacturers in the market. And we have many different models to meet different requirements from our customer. For the ENG market, we think one of the very well received model definitely will be the PXW-Z280. So why we say PXW-Z280 may be the best 4K ENG handy camcorder in the market right now. So talking about the beauty of the technology, let's share in the following slides. So we would like to highlight some key specifications and also features that will benefit your shooting in the ENG application. First of all, talk about the sensor. So our Z280 is a 3 CMOS half-inch type 4K handy camcorder. There is no similar specification in the market from other manufacturers. So no matter you are shooting 4K or HD, it will be 4:2 10-bit quality. Of course, there are many other 4K handy camcorder in the market, but most of them is using single sensor. So comparing with our Z280, because we are using 3 CMOS sensor, so we can process the RGB signal separately. So comparing with the single sensor, the color reproduction of 3 sensor will be more accurately. So similar to most of our professional camcorder, there are 3 independent control rings available on the Z280, so the user can manually control about the iris, zoom, and focus. For the Z280, we also equipped with a 17 times optical zoom lens, so for most of the ENG application like news or interview, that should be good enough. And also we have another technology that can double the zoom level when you are shooting in the HD. So we will talk about more details in the later slide. So our Z280 also comes with the face detection autofocus technology. So talking about the face detection, there are also different settings so that can meet with your different shooting intentions. So for example, we have the face registration. So you can register the face, and then when you are doing the shooting, there are many faces in the scenes. Then the registered face will be always the priority to focus. So for another example is face priority autofocus mode. So if you turn it on, then when you are doing the shooting, if that is the faces will be always the priority to focus instead of other subject. So I think that will be very useful, especially talking about some kind of shooting like interview. And our Z280 also equipped with one Sony patent technology called the electronic variable anti-filter. So with this technology, you can adjust about the anti-value more precisely from 1/4 to 1/128 continuously. And another advantage is with this technology, we can adjust the anti-value automatically by the camcorder. So sometimes if you are shooting outside, when the light condition is keep changing, so if you want to keep your shutter speed and also keep your iris, then this kind of anti-value automatically adjustment will be very useful. So that is another useful feature called high quality digital extender. So if you are shooting in the HD resolution and if you like to have a higher zoom ratio, that feature will be useful. So because our sensor is a 4K resolution, so if you are shooting in the HD, then we could crop our sensor and then double the zoom level. So for our Z280, we can double from 17 times to 34 times, but still can keep the good resolution and also high quality. So for some application like the press conference, sometimes the distance between the camcorder and also the stage may be quite far away. And then if you say I want to capture the facial expression of the MC, for example, then this kind of features will be very helpful. So when we are talking about the ENG trend in the market, definitely the network features and the streaming features are the most hot topics nowadays. So for our Z280, we also have the built-in network function and built-in Wi-Fi. So you can just simply download the content browser mobile, the CBM, from the Apple Store or the Google Play. Then you can remotely control the camcorder. And there are some other network functions. For example, you can trim and then transfer the clip and upload to the FTP. And also during your FTP upload, you can also do the recording. And also we are supporting the Embed 2 TS streaming, which is a very high quality streaming. So those are the network functions built in with our Z280. So talking about the streaming, our Z280 actually is supporting the dual link connectivity. So there are 2 USB ports on the camcorder. So we can install dual dongles and then using the 4G network to do the streaming directly from the camcorder to the server in the TV station, for example. So because of using the dual link, so the reliability and also the speed is much better comparing with using the single link. And then talking about some application like news, this is a very critical and important. So the cameraman can do the recording and do the streaming at the same time. That can significantly reduce the time to air, which is a very important factor for the news gathering. Our C280 can also supporting the 4K and HD simultaneous recording. For the main format, you can pick up the XCC Intra or XCVC Long GOP 4K, and for the subformat, you can choose the Embed 2 HD 42 in different frame rates. So this feature is useful if you say you are still using the Full HD as a workflow, but at the same time you want to keep some high resolution archive. So not only talking about the picture quality or those additional features on the C280, we also trying to improve the ergonomics as well. For example, we move the LCD a little bit far away. So now the distance between the face and LCD will become more appropriate, so you can see the letters on the LCD more easily. We also widen the space between the lens and handle, so now even though you are wearing the gloves, you can still control the rings without any difficulties. We also moved the white balance to the center, so now even though you are holding the camcorder for a longer time, you will not get tired so easily. We also trying to optimize the grip shape and adding more assignable buttons. So all those kind of improvement we're trying to make your daily shooting become more effective. So last, we would like to share that with the firmware 4.0 coming in early 2021 to supporting the Full HD streaming from C280 directly to the LTMP and LTMP service. I think most popular which would be the YouTube Live or the Facebook Live. Actually, I think all we agree that those kind of live streaming services become more and more popular because of the spread of the COVID-19. So please stay tuned about this new firmware and we will share more details once available. So although C280 is not the newest camcorder in the market, with the good picture quality and also many useful features, that we still think it is one of the best camcorder for the ENG application. So that's all the sharing from me today. Thanks again for joining. Bye bye.